All right, we're gonna start a little behind the scenes on this video. We're gonna start a little earlier than I typically would. So far, what I've done in order to get to where I am right now in the production process, I have set up the shot. I have 2 lights near me, and right before this, I was actually on the phone with one of my girlfriends and we were talking about her situation and everything, and I was like, girl, you're so inspiring me right now. I feel like I wanna film a video. I decided, you know what, screw it. I don't know what I'm gonna film, that's okay. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna set up the shot. This room is set up for optimized shooting, easy shooting, being able to grab the gear, put it down, make it happen. And then I sit and I say, okay. And I really try to tap in with my most authentic self. You can't ignore the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm is your friend. You just have to learn how to befriend it. There are 2 different styles of creating content on YouTube. You have the search-based kind of creation of videos, and that has been the style that I have used for pretty much the entirety of my YouTube channel. What search-based video content is when you use 2 tools, Keywords Everywhere and TubeBuddy, to be able to see what are people searching for online. So for example, when I type in human design, YouTube is going to fill in suggested videos that might be a good, or suggested searches that might be good to create videos on, as well as Keywords Everywhere right here is going to show you how many people per month are actually searching for that term. Then when you click, you're going to then get TubeBuddy over here on the side. That's going to tell you what the score of that keyword is, aka how likely is it that if you create this video, you would actually rank for it. You can click on this and you can look at the weighted score for your specific channel, as well as suggested options for what other kind of videos to create that might be relevant to what people are searching for. And then there is the discovery side of YouTube, which is more in the browse, where you might come across someone's homepage and they've never seen you and they have no idea who you are, but you have an interesting thumbnail and that title kind of does speak to them. So they click and they start the video, and within the first 30 seconds, they decide whether or not that video is good to continue watching. And the way that you get discovered in this arena is that you focus on your title first and foremost, which I'm going to give you a really cool hack on what I'm doing to create epic titles these days. Then also your thumbnail in the first 30 seconds of your video. The idea is that you have a strong title and thumbnail, and when someone goes onto the homepage of YouTube, they see it and they can't help but just click to watch. Your title and your thumbnail are still important for your how-to style videos, but it's a different game. So to give you an example, this video right here, I use this approach, and I'm about to explain to you a little bit about how I came up with this title, but this is more of a browse type title. It's not something that someone is typing in and searching on YouTube, right? Now, I could have made this a specific search term title, and that would be individual circuitry in human design explained, or something like that. Instead, I decided to take a different approach and hook a cold audience that might not understand human design or be looking for human design in the first place. It's a subtle nuance, but it does make a difference. What's great about this is that if you befriend the algorithm and really focus on the quality of your title and thumbnail, you can say anything that you want. This is an incredibly freeing experience that allows you to be authentic on YouTube, win the game, and still be able to have a massive following. All right, I really want to drill this point home, okay? The reason that this is key and the reason that it's a more freeing experience is because when you are doing search-based type content, like the example that I previously gave of how to understand the individual circuitry in human design, like let's say someone is typing in individual circuitry in human design, I would address that person that is searching for this, assuming that they already know what the individual circuit is, and then I would pick up at that point to explain the concept. Instead, the video that I created had an entirely different approach and a different hook than it would have if I was doing the search-based type content. Now that search-based video, if it got put out on the homepage of YouTube, wouldn't perform as well because the majority of people don't understand human design, don't even know what it is, and would look at it and pass it up. So it's not going to perform as well in that strategy as compared to in the search-based strategy. So as you're really thinking through which approach do I want to take, I think if you're first getting started, you definitely want to incorporate some of the search-based, but you also want to be weaving in some of this discovery-based as well and playing a little bit of a different game and attracting a cold audience to you rather than assuming that everyone is going to know about your topic right from the get-go. Make sense? Like this video if it does. So the way that I'm doing this is by first and foremost, there's two different approaches that I have. The first, and I'd say the most streamlined approach that I have, is to start by coming up with a title. This is where ChatGPT enters the picture, and y'all, I am obsessed. Here is the exact prompt that I've been using in order to create YouTube titles, and it is working wonderfully. Now, when describing your video topic, don't feel like you have to hold back and be super concise and perfect about it. Just go ahead and give it whatever information you know, and you'll be amazed at what comes out the other side. Now, if you're not excited about the ideas that are coming out of it, then you can say that to it and say, hey, these aren't really jiving for me. Can I give you a little bit more information about this video topic idea so that you can then refine another 10 video topics for me? You can tell it as much as you want, and you can even have it ask you questions for you to gain clarity. And then after the exchange, you can have it spit out another 10 YouTube video title ideas. Eventually, you're gonna find one that is oh so good. After that, I hop over to Canva, where I'm going to design a thumbnail for that video. So I've just gone ahead and created the customer journey of how someone is coming across this video. Once you have that title and thumbnail complete, you could go and structure the video and make it really perfect and blah, 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 blah. Eventually, you might get there. But I do think that that process can often strip authenticity from your videos. So I currently am taking a very different approach that is not necessarily perfect, but it feels light and I'm actually creating videos. And so I want to pass it to you. So what you're going to do is you're just going to sit down in front of the camera and hit record and just see what authentically comes out. I have another video that is 6 minutes that describes this entire process, and it is a real-time example of this where it's not scripted in a one-take video. So I want you to watch that next. But before you do, I want to know who you are. I want to be on this journey with others that are on this path. So if you're out there sharing your authentic message on YouTube, or at least trying to do it, please get active in the comments, and I am definitely replying to every single one. I want to get to know you. I won't hold you up anymore. Go ahead and watch this video next to be able to sit down in front of the camera and create one-take videos that are dripping with authenticity.